พวงดอกไม้เบ่งบานสะล้อนฟูงพะมอนแม่
The lotus, most famous flower of Thailand, a symbol of purity because its roots grow free of earth's corruption. A symbol of Buddhism, a symbol of meditation, a symbol of peace. And this is what is being threatened, the right of a peaceful nation to continue at peace. Even the Thai communists feel awkward about Buddhism. They mostly say at the moment that Buddhism and communism are compatible with each other. But Laos and Cambodia, where the temples have been destroyed and the monks killed, no different. Here the king is dedicating a chofar for a temple. This is a gable ornament in the form of the Naga, the sacred serpent and protective spirit. Devout Buddhist himself with his whole family, the king is patron and protector of all religions in the country. All religions which, so he believes, lead to the one truth. But it is Buddhism which is the central energy of the king. In addition, there is the hard fact of political survival. Buddhism is the most important unifier of the Thai people. Its defense is Thailand's justification for resisting communism. The king is also immensely important as a unifier of the people. As a central element in Thai Buddhism, the king strengthens the nation by reminding it of the nature of its soul. All this is threatened, not because the Thais wish to abolish it, but because communist imperialism wishes to destroy it, and the West is either indifferent to its destruction or too weak to prevent it. Buddha's birthday. His Majesty and Her Majesty praying in the temple of the Emerald Buddha, the soul of the Thai nation, the unifying center of the various forces of the country, army, religion, government. Without this, dare we say, the Thai nation would no longer be the Thai nation, but merely a province of some totalitarian Southeast Asian empire. The king leads a procession of candles 3 times round the temple of the Emerald Buddha. Throughout the country, the people follow him, in candle-lit procession 3 times round the temples, all over the country. It is odd to see Buddhists, whose religion is one that has no God, performing ritual acts like procession and prayer, which look so like the ritual acts of Christianity. Christianity describes the history of the world in terms of a battle between good and evil. It is therefore to be expected that Christian countries should have been torn apart by wars. But here there has been no philosophy to say that men must be converted even if their bodies are destroyed. That is, until the communists came to Cambodia, a country where, until a few years ago, such sights as these could also be seen. Buddhist morality uses the concept of merit-making. I make merit for myself by performing acts of charity to those around me. Then my next life will be a more pleasant one. So the king acquires merit for himself by feeding the monks as part of the ceremonies of Constitution Day. All monks must beg for their food every day, thus offering opportunity for the people who feed them to acquire merit. A monk, incidentally, eats only twice a day and must not eat after noon or before dawn. General Kriangsak, the Prime Minister, attends the ceremony, which celebrates the abolition of absolute and the creation of constitutional monarchy. More or less every male Thai, kings included, becomes a monk for a short time in early manhood. A standard length of stay is 3 months during the rainy season between June and October, which is a kind of Buddhist Lent. The king spent 2 such weeks as a monk in 1956. On his entrance into the order, the king spoke to the nation and said, "From the training which I have received, as well as out of my own personal belief, it is my view that Buddhism, which is our national religion, is one of the great religions of the world. Buddhism teaches men to achieve good conduct and is rich in veritable precepts which are logical, highly impressive and inspiring. When a king is a monk, he is not obliged to beg his food from commoners. But King Bhumibol waived this rule and went out into the streets just like any other monk. The 4-year-old crown prince visits his father during his stay in the order. In 1978, at the age of 26, the crown prince also became a monk for 2 weeks. Like his father and the kings before him, the royal monks lived in Wat Bawanaway, King Mongkut's temple.
Why did you become a Buddhist monk for a couple of weeks?
I want to find out, I want to study. I want a real touch in, you cannot know or fully aware what it is like unless you become one. It's a start point. It's opened the doors into the world of Buddhism. It sort of wakes you up a bit. First 4 days, 5 days, it's very difficult. Normally you live the life of a layman and you suddenly change into a restriction of rule of 227 rules. So you feel a bit close in.
Do you think that a king of Thailand will always have to be a devout Buddhist?
I think that is essential because Buddhism has governed our way of thinking. Buddhist teaching and the rule of governing the country for the monarchy hundreds of years, thousands of years. It is a law anyway that the king must be a Buddhist. Like in Britain, the Queen must be Church of England, cannot be Catholic or anything like that. Same.